With the lack of Dragon Ball news and updates regarding the future of Super in the last, half of this year, I don't really blame anyone for being really curious or even worrying about the current and potential state of Dragon Ball, but I firmly believe that the future of this series is as bright as ever because there are so many other things that make it amazing besides the anime. Jump Festa is right around the corner and we're all expecting some kind of announcement for Dragon Ball, whether it be huge or small. Just about anything would be good news at this point, but even with no news of Super currently, there is a Dragon Ball adventure on the horizon for us and it starts in January. CyberConnect 2, a legendary developer in the anime community thanks to their work on the Naruto Ultimate Ninja Storm series, has shifted gears from things like Storm, Eyes of Heaven, and Hack, and are diving into the world of Dragon Ball to bring us a project known as Dragon Ball Z Kakarot. While we may already be pretty keen to the life of Goku and his friends, Dragon Ball Z Kakarot looks like it's going to offer a refreshing way to travel through the events of Dragon Ball, as well as just, looking absolutely amazing too, but this is looking to be one of the most exciting Dragon Ball experiences we've had. Before the video gets started, if you're enjoying the Dragon Ball content, consider hitting that like button down below as well as the notification bell to never miss an upload, and follow me on Twitter to stay up to date with all Dragon Ball related content. But without further ado,
I got swords on my back, tell my right back. Ninjas with me, niggas doing stars at these bitches. Eating ramen noodles in the hood with my niggas.
the story of Goku is all too well known at this point, being the little Saiyan baby that ended up on a small planet called Earth to avoid the extinction of his own race, and a primal boy eventually grew up into a peace-loving, kind-hearted being thanks to his friends and family. Kakarot looks like it's gonna take us from at least the beginning of the Saiyan saga through the end of the Buu saga, as with only a little over a month left before release, I feel like Jump Festa is probably the last time they would make some sort of big announcement regarding this game's content, but that doesn't mean it can't get updated in the future with a ton more Dragon Ball content. So far, I've seen a lot of mixed feelings online about Kakarot, as a lot of people would be more excited to go on an entirely new journey in Dragon Ball, which, to be fair, with the volume of Dragon Ball games that have told the story regarding the main timeline, that isn't necessarily an invalid point, but for hardcore Dragon Ball fans like me and you, a more adventure-oriented game to make the journey seem more realistic with all types of attention to detail is definitely gonna be exciting. The first trailer we saw at E3, I'll admit I was probably a little overly hyped about, just in regards to us getting a new Dragon Ball game period, as even with what we've seen up to this point, with the latest I think being the Majin Buu trailer, we really have been here numerous times before, which the developers have to know. The challenge for them, I think, with this game, however, is how can they stick to an RPG format while staying true to Dragon Ball and what the anime is all about, while also trying to please Dragon Ball fans whose interests differ outside of Dragon Ball. So trying to find a happy median when you introduce all these variables to the game is what's really going to be interesting to see. Some of my favorite things I've seen so far that I'm excited about are the little mini games that you can play, and you can even do things like fish, but being able to fly around in the Dragon Ball world is one thing that really sells these games to me, as that was one of my favorite things about Budokai. And if I'm not mistaken, I think there were Game Boy Advance Dragon Ball games that let you fly around in the open world too, but Budokai is the one I remember right away. Flying around on a Nimbus looks just even more fun than flying around in the old Dragon Ball games, and the fight sequences just look so smooth, but what really ties everything together is the cutscenes, and that is going to be a huge part of this game. I can see it already. Now, I can't really say anything about the combat controls because I myself haven't played the game yet, but things don't really look too clunky right now, even from the demo footage. Now, like I said previously, it looks like things are gonna start out in the Saiyan saga once again for us, but the good thing is that it looks like there's going to be plenty of side quests and exploration to do so you don't get bored, and that's kind of what interests me too. One thing really cool that I have seen that I was hoping for a lot when we saw how in-depth the RPG aspect of the game is the destruction aspect of your roaming. What I mean by that is, if I fly through something with Goku, then I want that structure to be destroyed like it would be in the actual anime, and from what I've seen, it looks like that's a thing, although I'm not sure if the damage to the map is permanent or what is the extent of the damage you can cause. I don't know, maybe you guys know, let me know down below in the comments. And one thing that I wish Dragon Ball would do one day, although I'm pretty sure this would never happen, is that it would be kind of cool if you were able to like blow up the planet or whatever planet you were on in some way, and that way you would have to be extra careful about how you fight, but I'm pretty sure that probably wouldn't be casual enough, so I doubt that would ever happen. Anyways, diving deeper into the game, it looks like there's some customizable options as well as things like hunting dinosaurs, which is super sick. It also looks like there's going to be support characters as well, and playing through the story of Goku may seem redundant to some, but I really think Kakarot is going to surprise a lot of people with just how enjoyable the game is, even though it's single player. And I'm not just saying that because I'm getting it no matter what. I honestly think that this game just looks insanely cool, and if I'm being honest, I probably will play through it a couple of times just for the cutscenes and how amazing CC2 is with their graphic style. Fighting games may not be your thing, but with Kakarot it feels like there may be something for just about everybody here, because I definitely feel like I've seen it all when they throw in things like baseball and cooking. It basically feels like Super Sims or something, but regardless, I'll definitely be giving it a chance. And you know what? Actually, this is something that we should play through together, so expect this on stream, definitely. If you aren't following me on Twitch, be sure to do that. I know I always say I'm gonna stream, but I need something to play, guys. I want to stream, I just don't have much to play. But once Kakarot comes out, best believe we will be grinding through that, probably multiple times, but we'll get to that in January. The future of Dragon Ball Super may still be quite a bit unknown, but with Kakarot starting off our new year of anime, I feel like Dragon Ball is gonna be alright with Goku / Kakarot always finding his way back to us somehow, no matter what. That's gonna do it for this one, guys. Thanks so much for watching until the end if you made it this far. I know this video was kind of short, but I just wanted to start getting you all excited about Kakarot. Hopefully as excited as I am about another Dragon Ball game, and by CC2 of all companies, which is an absolutely huge deal. I don't know if a lot of you guys know how huge that is, but down below in the comments, let me know how you're feeling about what you've seen from Dragon Ball Z Kakarot so far. Are you excited? Don't really care? You know, what's your favorite feature you're excited about if you do care? I think mine is probably the baseball and the cooking. The cooking looks really cool, and I was excited about the fishing at first, but when Fortnite yoinked that feature, I kinda got tired of it really fast, but fishing with your tail still gotta be fun somehow. Anyways, if you haven't already, consider leaving a like if you absolutely love Dragon Ball and can't wait for a big, huge year next year for anime period, because I promise you guys right now, 2020 will be massive for anime. Also, don't forget to hit that notification bell to never miss an upload. Both Twitch and Twitter will be linked down below, so be sure to follow me on those to keep up with all Dragon Ball related content and everything I do outside of YouTube. But anyways, have a great day, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye, guys.